what are you making of the emphasis on the taunting rule? You being a head coach in this league, I think we kind of hit it on it earlier this year, and I totally understand about wanting to get the screaming at one player, standing over another player out of the game. But Sean Payton, who is on the competition committee, says it's now being over officiated. Where do you stand on it right now, Coach?
And I don't disagree with Sean because, again, the point of emphasis being is that we don't want it to be one of those things where there's some backlash. And I think at that point there has to be some judgment as far as the referees are concerned. I know we're putting a little something extra on them again, but, you really got to be smart about it. We have to be careful because we hate to see it really cost an opportunity, especially with the playoffs now right around the corner or even during the playoffs. So we've got to make sure the referees have a true definition of what they really are looking for.
So what do you think? Do you think what did you think a couple weeks ago with the Cassius Marsh call where he was staring at a bench and he got 15 for something like that?
That's tough. I mean, he could have turned around and stared at his bench and did what he did. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's the whole point because, we had a situation, in Denver where a guy raised the ball after, pretty much an interception in the fourth quarter that was really close to sealing the deal. It was right in front of our bench, and you got to be careful. Somebody might retaliate. That to me is what you're trying to prevent. That stuff. If you want to celebrate with your teammates, go to your bench, go to the end zones.
Right.
Just be aware and to a degree, be humble and respectful to your opponent.
Well, I mean, and technically, though, Coach, what Cam did running to the center of his field and spiking the ball in the middle, I totally understood what he was doing. I totally understood what he was doing, right? He's like, he's back. He's like making his mark, right? And obviously he didn't do it in your direction. He did it on his own logo. If he was on your field and he did it on your logo, that might be something that's provocative, a la, T.O. back in the day with the Star. But I was legitimately concerned that he was going to get flagged for it. And I'm like, man, what a waste of my viewing experience that feeling is. And I kind of blame the situation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I don't disagree with you. I really don't. I mean, again, I'm on the competition committee, and that's one of the things that we discussed.
Okay.
What we wanted to prevent were the retaliatory fights. That's what we're really trying to say, getting in that guy's face, going to their bench, stepping towards that guy, stepping over a guy, doing things like that. That's what we're really looking for. If a guy gets up and he yells and he drops the ball and it just happens to be right in front of a guy, without the intent of being it on the, doing it to that guy, I get that. And I appreciate that. As a former player, I appreciate the excitement and the exuberance. But this is one of the things we tell our guys, and we've got flagged twice this year, but we've told our guys, don't do something that's going to make the referee think, okay? Don't put it on them. Don't give them an opportunity. And we've done it twice, so I struggle with that. But, again, we've told the guys not to.
So when you go back in next March, do you think there's going to be another conversation here?
I believe there will be, and there should be, because, again, if we're going to have the rule, we got to make sure we get the rule right. Okay, and if we can't get it right, then maybe we don't need to have the rule.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.